When I graduated, I got a class ring, one of those big things that took up third of your finger. And I couldn't believe I had a Rutgers class ring. And I wanted people to see it. That's how I felt about the institution then. And it led me to want to be helpful to advance the mission of this university. And I've been honored to serve. I was born in DeLand, Florida, raised in Brunswick, Georgia. We were the product of the segregated South, which meant that black people were quite poor. I could never have envisioned attending Rutgers, getting a degree from Rutgers, working in the public sector for the mayor of a city, and then working at one of the nation's premier public authorities. I've been blessed, quite frankly. Rutgers was the beginning of my intellectual travels, if you will. It was at Rutgers Newark that I began to think that there was a world out there that I might be able to enter and have an impact. I spent 2 years at Rutgers and was an active student here, became the founding president of something called the Black Organization of Students, which was focused on trying to get our cadre of students more actively involved in the struggle for equity and inclusion that was raging across the country. There were troops in Newark. There were military patrolling the streets of Newark. At night, there were gunshots. I was appalled. I just couldn't believe it. The impact of the rebellion on me was monumental, about my desire to make a difference, to have an impact, to do things that would help to reduce the marginalization of people of color primarily. I was a founding trustee. There were 3 of us who signed the incorporation papers creating Newark Public Radio, Inc. and WBGO-FM Jazz radio station. I'm thoroughly pleased with how it has turned out, the impact it's having as both as a cultural institution, but also as a source of news and public affairs and information. The mayor and the governor have programs on BGO now. So it's a very interesting institution and a very successful one. I'm honored. I mean, there's no way to describe how proud I am of the fact that the university thinks that I warrant being considered for induction. The Rutgers spirit is such that we think that things are possible and that we have a role to play in making those things that are possible happen, to be of service to others, to try to make a difference in the lives of the people we care about. And I think the university has nurtured that in a lot of people, and I'd like to think that I'm one of them.